Zemmour makes a big spelling mistake in the first words of his book. In the previous video on the severity of translation errors, I explained that spelling, grammar, and punctuation mistakes are generally considered minor mistakes. This is because they have a little impact on the meaning and the experience of readers of translations. However, I added that revisers and editors always regard punctuation, spelling, and grammatical slips as major mistakes when they happen in a prominent part of a text, such as a title or the first lines of a paragraph. In today's video, I explain the rationale behind this change in severity. To do so, I use the example of a spelling mistake that made giant waves in France, the one made by Eric Zemmour in his book entitled La France n'a pas dit son dernier mot. The book was published in September 2021, at a time when, buoyed by a big wave of popularity, the author was finding it increasingly difficult to conceal his intention to run for the French presidential election of 2022. The first sentence of the book reads, "J'ai péché, je le confesse. Péché d'orgueil, péché d'arrogance." Here, Zemmour used the circumflex accent where he should have used the acute accent. As a result, a literal translation of this statement in English would be as follows: I fished, I must confess. Fished out of pride, fished out of arrogance. Zemmour meant, I've sinned, I must confess. Sin out of pride, sin out of arrogance. Zemmour's circumflex, acute accent confusion is obvious. Indeed, you need not be gifted in French to understand that he is talking about his misdeeds and shortcomings and not about any hidden talent he might have as a fisherman. However, the French press described this harmless spelling mistake as a big mistake. In fact, it made big waves. From West France to Reddit, through Quotidien, Le Matin, Causeur, BFM TV, La Nouvelle République, Vanity Fair, Midi Libre, La Dépêche, to name a few, the French press made a fuss about the mistake, with the author's idea playing second fiddle. Though apparently minor, this damned mistake was systematically described by the press as big because of its position in the incipit. As a matter of fact, some critics did not hesitate to deny the entire book of any value, reminding readers that iconic French novelists like Proust and Balzac considered the first sentence as capital and as summing up the whole novel. Indeed, the incipit, that is the beginning of a text, is a key moment of everything that must be narrated, explained, and described. It is the hook. This mistake in the hook had a rain of consequences. It undermined the book's promotion, drove a wedge into the author's reputation and presumption of competence, and embarrassed Zemmour and his supporters exactly when they were on a roll. As you can see, grammar, spelling, and punctuation mistakes, especially in sensitive parts of text, can devastate the perceived value of an individual or brand, the perceived quality of a product, a solution, an offer, etc. It is for all these reasons that revisers and editors scrutinize such mistakes. At the Engagement Ring translation, we made this advertising totem about Zemmour's misfortune. We place it in the entrance hall so that every translator, reviser, and proofreader should read it every morning before starting their workday. It took us 10 hours to prepare this video. So if you learned something from it, please like it, share it, and subscribe to our social media channels for more existing and future videos.